This is Out of Bounds, a Dylan First FBI suspense thriller, Book 4, written by Kate Bold, read by Teresa. Prologue. Kay Dackert was comfortably curled up in her overstuffed armchair, watching TV alone in her living room, when she heard a thump from her front porch. She stepped to the window and peered out. To her surprise, she saw a little white box sitting there on the porch. It was wrapped up with a red ribbon and had a big red bow on top. The thump she'd heard must have been somebody tossing it there. What on earth? It looked like a gift of some sort. For me? Or for Sean? Or... She hesitated for a moment, then opened the door. She stepped quickly outside, picked up the little box, and went back inside and locked the door again. She stood there looking at the box in her hand. There was nothing written on it. She wondered if maybe it had been left on her porch by mistake. If so, maybe she shouldn't open it. But if she didn't open it, how will I even know who it might really be for? And then another possibility occurred to her. Suppose something bad is inside. Maybe this was some cruel practical joke. But the box looked so innocent, she just couldn't make herself believe that. And in any case, she couldn't see any other way to deal with it than by opening it. Kay returned to her chair and sat down and untied the bright red ribbon and its bow. She gently took off the box lid and peered inside. Something was nestled there in crinkled tissue paper. She still didn't see a card of any kind. Gingerly, she tugged at the tissue paper. Something soft was inside. She pulled the tissue paper open and took the object out. It was a little reddish-colored knit cap. Kay had made hats like this herself, along with many other handcrafted clothing items, and this one certainly looked handmade to her. It didn't have any tags or labels to indicate that it was store-bought. But who'd left it on her porch? And why? It must be some mistake. It must be for someone else. If so, it seemed a shame that she couldn't give it back to whoever had left it. But then, maybe whoever it was would soon realize their mistake and come around and ask for it back. Kay would be glad to oblige, and yet... As she held the cap under the light from her table lamp, she studied the color closely. It was a uniquely copper-like shade of red, which made her wonder. She took the cap to the downstairs bathroom and turned on the light and stood in front of the mirror. She put both hands inside the cap and stretched it gently and pulled it onto her head. She gasped a little at what she saw. It matches me. The color of the cap and the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?